Hi Megan, it's Julie. I'm not putting myself on the video because I'm in jammies without hair and makeup enjoying the day. But I wanted to give you a little bit of information about the wooden spoon. So I am the oldest of three by quite a few years. And as such, I had a lot of family responsibility being the oldest to help out around the house. My parents both worked for General Motors in Speedway, Allison's. And they were of a generation where these big employers had huge contracts and the economy was really booming and they worked a lot of hours. I mean, a lot of overtime. So, because of that, as I got older, I did pick up a lot of responsibility around the home. Frankly, I could do about everything at the house except for pay the bills. Well, when I would go back to school every fall, my friends would all have stories about their family vacations, all the stuff that they did in the summer. And I couldn't really participate in those conversations because what I had done for the summer was help out around the house, do cooking and cleaning and babysitting and etc. This did not bother me. I didn't resent that. It just sort of was one of those things, okay? So I didn't have family stories to share. I have never in my life ever gone camping. And we really, while I was growing up, we really didn't have very many family vacations. Now later on, my parents did vacations more, but not, again, when I was younger and in the house. However, the automobile factories and the manufacturing plants, General Motors, shut down every year 2 weeks for the holidays, and they would basically redo the manufacturing facilities for the production for the coming year. So that's when we had our big family time. So they were home for a couple of weeks, and it happened to be the holidays, and we would decorate, and we would bake and cook. And a lot of what we did involved making fudge and persimmon pudding using, I showed you the wooden spoon, the family wooden spoon and the bowls. And I would hear stories about my grandparents and etc. So for me, later on in life, when I'm doing this business, people are asking me questions like, well, what got you started in this, and is it that you were interested, etc. And, I thought I knew the answer for some time until one day it really occurred to me that a lot of my internal feel goods about family are associated with those periods during the couple weeks around the holidays and being together and shopping and wrapping and cooking and baking, and especially some of the things that we made in the kitchen. So that wooden spoon took on great significance to me. It was like a little family heirloom. When my dad died first, and then about 7 years later, my mom passed away. And when we were settling the estate and dividing up all of my mom and dad's belongings, my two sisters decided that I should have the wooden spoon. I didn't tell them this, but of everything that my parents had, and they had some nice things, of everything that they had, if all I had received was the wooden spoon, I was fine. It meant that much to me. And so it's something that sits in my china cabinet. For the holidays, I have a big red velvet bow that I put on the china cabinet, and I put the wooden spoon in there. When I have done classes at Chocolate for the Spirit, when I did them in my stores, I would tell people this story and I would show them that wooden spoon. Of course, I'm not doing those now, but the spoon still has this significance. And then also that crock to make the persimmon pudding, and how much we treasured every year having the pudding for the holidays. So that's the story of the wooden spoon and the bowl. If I ever get around to writing my own book, I'm definitely going to include the stories about the wooden spoon because in many ways, I think it all sort of started there for me. That wooden spoon. Hope you're doing well. I'm by the fire. Going to maybe drag some Christmas things out here in a little bit. Possibly have a couple more shipments. And if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Bye-bye.